Hey everybody, it's George. How you folks doing today? I hope everything is going well for you guys as well as it is for me. Let's see, one thing I wanted to do today was introduce you to my Flaky flock of chickens. We've got a large variety of well, we have five variety of chickens, and they know I'm the food source, so every time I come out here to feed, I'm going to put some wild bird feed in the wild bird feeder. But when the squirrels and the birds get in there, the chickens know. They drop a mess of food, and they eat up the scraps really quickly. So let's see if you can see behind me. I've got some of them there. See if you can see some of them. I got to get used to this photographing stuff, but I'm gonna walk on over here to the chicken or the wild bird feed house. See if you can see that. I tell you, doing this with one hand is a lot harder than I thought it was. I know a lot of YouTubers talk about that, especially when they're beginning. But here's my flock right here. So in the flock we've got there's one over there. But in the flock we have 3 Rhode Island red hens. We have 3 barred rock hens. We've got 3 of the Sliver-Laced Wyandottes. We have 3 of the black Australorps and 3 of the cinnamon queens, if I didn't say that. This is one of our roosters right here. This is a cinnamon queen rooster. It's all white. And I didn't know that when I bought this chicken. When I bought the chicken, I was looking for a colorful chicken like this hen right down here that's gold and white. I thought that's how the roosters were going to come out too. Wanted a little variety of color in the offspring. Just like the Silver-Laced Wyandotte rooster that's right there, if I'm pointing in the right place. See how colorful he's becoming? All these chicks are 4 months old, so they haven't started crowing or laying eggs or anything like that. But getting back to this cinnamon queen rooster that's completely white, of course after we purchased him and he started putting on his feathers and getting rid of his fuzz, we realized he was completely white, and I was kind of confused about that until I got on the internet and read that let's see, the fathers are red and the mothers are white. It's their cross, and the first generation of roosters always come out solid white. He's good boy though. Turned out to be a good boy. Yesterday when I was getting the girls in their temporary chicken coop, which is really just a chicken tractor for right now, until we move them up to the property up in Archer. We're down here just east of Tampa right now, but we'll be moving this flock up to the Archer property where we've been building the chicken coop, and we're bringing these guys with us. But getting back to this white cinnamon queen rooster, when I was putting the hens up last night, he wouldn't come, and my wife and I were both out here, and we said, well, something must be up. There must be a hen. Let me get some better lighting here. There must be a hen still out in order for him to not come in. I mean, he was staying, okay, so let me give you, I'm sorry for spinning you around so much, but over here's the chicken tractor, and he was kind of over in this area over here and walking over towards this well, that's bad lighting there. Sorry about that, folks. But you see that podocarpus bush that I'm trying to point to, if I can figure it out right there. They like to hang in there a lot. And he was heading over there. And like I said, my wife and I figured this is not our first flock. It's probably our 10th flock. But we said, yeah, there must be a hen over there that's not coming to roost. Don't know why. But I walked over there, and sure enough, well, before I even got there, my wife had seen one of the Australorps over there, and he went over there and got her and ushered her over into the towards the coop. Of course, because that took longer, to get the chickens into that chicken tractor, we always feed them at night to get them back in there. They'll go in at night by themselves, but it's just easier for me to pour their afternoon feed in there around 5 o'clock or so before it gets dark, and then count them, make sure they're all in there, nobody's missing, and lock them up, make sure they're nice and safe for the night. And anyways, the rest of the flock finished all the food, and just as the last hen was getting ready to get in the coop, the rest of the chickens decided they had enough food and they wanted to get back out for another few minutes. So I told my wife we were getting ready to go out to eat and go to a movie, and so we were a little early. Let me find some better light. Yeah, where is the light at? Oh, here. Well, that might be a little bit. No, that's no better. I guess we're just going to focus where the light's at. We were going to dinner and a movie. The kids are out of state. And I told them, I said, forget it. They'll get in there by themselves. We'll come back out with a flashlight and check them. And they did. But the point of the story is, this rooster does his job. The other rooster, which is a very pretty rooster, he was in the coop. He didn't care. But this white one seems to be very attentive to the ladies. And I like that. That's what I want. One of the main reasons why I want a rooster with the flock. Most of the time when we've had our flocks, we've stayed away from roosters mainly because of the noise and kind of close proximity to neighbors. And a lot of people don't like chickens where we're at, and they think they're loud. And I don't even know if you can even hear them. They're squawking a little bit, but you know, they're nothing like a lot of the dogs around this neighborhood. I don't know if you know or can tell, but some of these guys are pecking at my feet. Almost every time I come out here to see them, I've got food. I've either got a piece of bread to feed them, or I take out the wild bird feed to put in there, and they know they'll get some droppings out of that. Or I'm opening up the chicken coop in the morning and feeding them, or I'm putting them up with feed at night. So they know I'm food, and I really like to hand feed them with the bread. And of course, I'm the one that brings out the scraps most of the time. My wife stays pretty busy, and the chickens are kind of my entertainment. But yeah, these guys, we're going to be moving out of this. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it. Out of this 2 foot tall, 8 foot by 8 foot wide chicken tractor, and we've got to catch these guys in the next couple of weeks and take them up there when we finish the chicken coop. And we're trying to strategize how we're going to catch these guys, because we've caught them before. I mean, we know what catching chickens is like, especially, you know, first 1 or 2, not so bad. But we have 15 females and we got 2 males. They're not real stupid, and they know that if you bring the net out, or if you catch a couple of them, they know what's going on. They like to make it hard. So we're trying to figure out, come up with strategy, the best way to catch these guys, because unfortunately, getting these chickens out of this chicken tractor, which I just made a few months ago, is not easy. And I'm going to have to come up with a way to make it easier, because that's where we're going to be putting our meat birds, Cornish cross, when we get those either next year, 2020, or the following year. It just depends on how we're set up in Archer, up at the ranch or the farm, the new farm, the 5-acre farm. So anyways, that's the flock. I don't know if you can see them. Like I said, 15 hens, 2 roosters, and thank goodness the roosters aren't learning how to crow yet. And the girls are, probably a month to 2 months away from laying. So we've got the nest boxes already set up in the other chicken coop ready for them when we get them up there. So I think we're timing it pretty good. All right, well, that's all I've got for today. You guys have a good day. Today is the 27th of December, 2019. So if I don't see you or talk to you before, have a happy new year. And may God bless you and yours, and you guys be safe and enjoy life.